Okay. Hello, everybody. Going to wait and see if we get anyone to join me here. This might be a stream that doesn't have any chat in it. So we're just going to sit here and look at the screen for a few minutes. There we are. Just have to click on the screen. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse some of the background noise. I don't have a proper studio, so you'll hear things from the water softener and such going off from time to time. I do have my family agreeing to not make a whole lot of extra noise, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me talk. Hoping to get somebody to start up here. Wait another few seconds and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully some people will join as we're going along. And let's go. I tried to do this earlier and I have no idea where I sent the recording to some test bed that I had floating around. And so I'm going to basically redo what I did this morning at 9 o'clock. This was supposed to air. And hopefully I will continue on Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock to do more Bard's Tale. On Saturday mornings I do a war game called Unconditional Surrender in Europe. I do a stream for that. That one went off well yesterday. Normally, if you check out my channel, you'll see that I pretty much put up videos for Hex Encounter war games, Starship Troopers, the Civil War by Victory Games, and a lot of Unconditional Surrender in Europe. That's been my passion of late. I found this on Steam, the Bard's Tale Trilogy. I remember playing Bard's Tale in the late 80s, and it was a blast. I've gone through this several times with several different parties just to relearn all the mechanics and how, you know, the arrow keys and stuff. The remastered one is very nice. We will start off with a new game, and I will create new characters, and we will go forward from there. Okay? So here we go. And then the nice thing about the Steam version is it has all three books, all three parts of the trilogy are in one buy of the game. So you don't have to buy separate content for each book as you go through. We're going to start off with Volume 1 because, hey, that's the beginning, right? And I'm not going to use Legacy Mode because it turns off some of the features that are available in the remastered one, which are really nice. Like you can save just about anywhere you need. You'd be in the middle of a street and save the game and then go do something, you know, with your family or work or whatever you have to do. And then you can come back and pick up literally right where you left off. You don't have to run to a save point, which you used to have to do in Legacy Mode. So we will begin. Yes, it'll overwrite my autosave, I know that. Remember that each succeeding level goes up and down. Up in a tower, down in a sewers or dungeon. We'll watch the bard sing a little bit here while we wait for people to join us. When evil fled and brave men bled, the Dark One came to stay. I wish I could sing, I would sing it for you. Of castle walls and torchlit halls, and a price men had to pay. Maybe I should be drinking a beer when I'm doing this. Till men of old, for blood and gold, had rescued Skara Brae. And I assume it's Skara Brae because that rhymes with the line before. And the bard is done. Okay. And we're going to get Tales of the Unknown, Volume 1. And The Legend of Skara Brae. Long ago in the land of Caith, when magic still prevailed, the evil wizard Mengar the Dark threatened the small but harmonious town called Skara Brae. Overnight, all the town's militiamen disappeared, and Mangar froze the surrounding countryside with a spell of eternal winter, totally isolating it from any possible help. As evil creatures oozed into the sewers to join Mangar's shadow crusade, the future of Skara Brae hung in the balance. And who was left to resist? Only a handful of unproven young warriors, some junior magic users, a couple of bards, barely old enough to drink, and a few out-of-work rogues. You are the leader of this ragtag group of freedom fighters. Luckily, you have a bard with you to sing your glories, if you survive. For this is the stuff of legends. And thus the story begins. Hit the enter key. As you enter the guild, you catch the eye of the guildmaster. Well met, brave adventurer, but you come in the most dire of times. The evil wizard Mangar has cursed our town with this blizzard, and the streets are overrun with all manner of evil miscreants. Spacebar. You must help us defeat Mangar. In this guild you will find many skilled warriors and mages that will join you in this quest. When your party is ready, set out into town. Be sure to visit Garth's shop to the north and equip yourself for battle. He has the finest weapons and armor in Skara Brae, and indeed is the only shop brave enough to open these days. Okay. The city has an abundance of temples that are open night and day to heal your wounds, and I believe Roscoe is still doing good business restoring magic points for your mages. And when your bard gets thirsty, be sure to visit one of the many inns and taverns. The Scarlet Bar to the south has the best selection in town. Okay, there's a bar to the south of wherever we come out of this building. Gotta remember that. Now I will bid you good day and good luck in your quest. The guildmaster smiles and returns to what he was doing. Whatever that was. Okay, so we can create all sorts of new characters here. Or we can add members. Now, I'm a shameless cheat, okay? I'm going to... This is the default group that they give you, so you don't have... I mean, if you want to just play, you just do this. You load the party and say, okay, I'm ready to go. And out the door you can go. These guys come already equipped with weapons and armor. Now, I am not going to be using any of the function keys because my recording software uses those function keys to do things, and it will stop the stream or do something weird to it, and I don't want to do that. So I will be clicking on things and using the letter keys, but not any of the function keys. Because like here, you can save in the pause menu. It's an F10, but an F10 will do things in my software. So you won't see me using the Fs for these things. I'll be clicking on these. This is one of the nice things about this. For instance, this is the manual that you used to get in the physical game. It explains, you know, humans can basically be anything. Elves can't be hunters. Dwarves are not magic users, so no conjurer or magician. Hobbits can't be paladins or hunters. Half-elves can't be paladins or hunters. Half-orcs can't be paladins, bards, or monks. And gnomes can't be paladins or bards. You have the classes described here. Warrior is your standard fighter. Rogue is your standard D&D rogue. Bard is a bard. Bards are important because they can play a song that lasts for a very long time that usually helps you. There are different kind of mages. Conjurer and the magician are the kind you can start with. Sorcerer is one that you have to be at least 3 spells in one of the first 2. You have to be at 3 spell levels, which means something like around 5th level, I believe, before you can switch. The wizard requires you to be at 3rd level in 2 of either conjurer, magician, or sorcerer. You have to be at level 3 in 2 of those. Again, about 5th level in each. And the archmage requires you to be at least 3 spell levels in each of the previous 4. So you have to do conjurer, magician, sorcerer, wizard, and archmage. And in the chronomancer, they do tell you in this particular book, you have to have a chronomancer, God, I can't say that word, chronomancer to get around. So somebody's going to have to become a chronomancer at some point. And then the geomancer is cute in that the fighters, like the warrior, paladin, monk, bard, or hunter, can become a geomancer. They lose some of their ability, like hunters lose a critical hit, monks lose their multiple attacks and armor class bonus, but they get to be a geomancer. Paladins and warriors lose their multiple attacks, but can become this geomancer. Geomancers are they can still use the weapons, but they get a lot of offensive spells instead of weapons. So that's their things. The most important part of this manual, and down here you have statistics about your level, your experience, your armor class, hit points. Explains everything out here. Like spell level, it'll tell you, if you're level 1, you're casting level 1, level 2, level 3, you get a 2, level 4, you're a 2, level 5, you're a 3, so on and so forth. You have to get to 13th level to get the 7th level spells. And then the spell descriptions are all here. Conjurers are your trap zap. That gets you out of, opening chests without traps. As they go up, they get like a word of healing and levitation and things like this. They get more and more powerful as they go up. Same thing with magicians. They get more things like at level 4 they get dragon breath. Star flare is really nice because it's got a range. Some of these are, you'll see, they say in combat only. And at any time in the game, you can pop this open and check and say, what's that spell do? Oh, wait, it's only usable in combat. I can't use it here. Or it's, it's not a combat spell. Like this Mystic Shield, it just lasts a long time and helps everybody's armor classes. Same thing with Bard Songs. Bard Songs last until you quit singing. If you do them in battle, they will only last for the battle. Like, increases the effectiveness of your melees, combat, and so on and so forth. You don't get them all in the first volume. A lot of these come in later volumes, from what I've seen, or I've got to learn them someplace, I'm not sure. But there's some really nice ones here. And when you hover over the spells, they will give you this description, but they won't tell you like if they're a battle spell only or whatever. Inventory is basically the whole party has 40 spots, and each person can have a weapon and armor. But it's something like you can have weapon, armor, an item, a ring, an offhand item for like shields and bows and things, and stuff like that. And then items, they describe, your basic things that you can get. Like here's, each character has 11 item slots. This is where it's one of each finish. So you can have a weapon and an offhand and hold arrows. So if you have a bow, you can have arrows to shoot. In defense, you can have an armor, a helmet, gloves, a ring, and boots. And gloves includes gauntlets, or parts of our gloves. I've never found any boots. For items, you can have either an instrument, a general item, which is like torches and lamps and things like that. There's also magical items that you can have. And then there's also a figurine, which is a very specific type of thing. The figurine usually summons something to join you. If you don't have an open slot, it won't work. And there's a, like it says in the third part of the trilogy, they add a couple of other things that you can carry around. So, and it tells you about where you can go for things. And this is also a description of all the buildings and things. We're not going to get into that. We're going to get right into it. I've just gabbed for about 10 minutes for no good reason. Like I said, I'm not above quote-unquote cheating. So I'm not going to use the A team. I'm going to build my own. So I'm going to take all their stuff, so that my guys will start out with the same stuff that they do. So I'm just unequipping everything here. Okay, and then I'm going to get out of here, and then I'm going to I can remove two. Now you keep one guy here so you hold the items and your things, and you create your first new member. So I'm going to go ahead and create a paladin to replace the paladin that's there. We will make it male. We will make him a dwarf because they have really good stats. and see how he does as a paladin. That's not very good. Now for fighters, you want a good strength and a good constitution for hit points. Okay? A good strength helps you hit for damage. But you also want to have at least double-digit dexterities, because otherwise you swing like last, and the enemies get to bang on you a whole lot. So you want to have a halfway decent dexterity. So we're going to keep re-rolling until we get something better. Oh god, that's really good strength and constitution, but I really hate the low dex. So we're going to keep going. That's pretty good for a paladin. Got an 18 strength. The nice thing about it is if you get an 18 in one of these things, it will not ever add a point. You can never get higher than 18. So it means one of the other 4 would get points when you go up levels. So I'm just going to keep going here a bit. Okay, that's pretty good. He's a little slow on the dexterity. 12 will swing after most monsters, but an 18 strength and a 17 constitution with 29 hit points means that I'm fairly likely to get lots of hit points every level I go up, and hopefully some of these lower numbers will come up, especially the dexterity. So we're going to accept this character. Now you can scroll through here and find all sorts of different kinds of, that's what they call a dwarf. I don't think that's really good. You know, there's a magician, a mercenary, a forest giant, magician, thief, berserker. There's lots of pretty pictures down here. Lightning giant, death giant. That means there's probably these kind of monsters floating around here that I really don't want to see. Cranbow is always cute. I think that's just hilarious. There's guard bald, guard with hair, a gnome warrior, an elder, whatever that is, a shade giant. That doesn't sound good. An undead thief. That's, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean is in this game now. A vandal, fox maiden. Okay, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be for. Brute, Mongol, samurai, Spartan, priestess, monk, geomancer, red mage, dark giant warrior, gray wizard, you know, all sorts of cute things down here. But because I'm lazy, I will be taking the default fix for all of these things as we go through. I just wanted to show you all that for everything. So he's just going to be a male paladin, male dwarf paladin. Now we have to name him. When I did this morning, I made it the D team. I don't have anybody in the chat right now, so nobody can be here to tell me I'm naming these guys wrong. I'm not sure if I can rename them when we go in. We're going to find out after I create this first one. We're going to have David, since he's short, like David and Goliath. So it's David the Dwarf Paladin. And now we're going to remove the first one so I can fill up the rest of my slots. So we're going to create a new member. I'm going to take a female this time. And I'm going to make a half-orc warrior. And that's about it. That's really good. Good starting die roll, but I think I can do better on the string. So we're going to keep rolling until we find. Notice the constitutions are really good. Now there's a pretty good one. You have a 17 strength, a 15 dexterity, which means you'll attack fairly early in the round, and a decent constitution, which means you'll get decent hit points. So we're going to accept this character. We're going to keep the picture. And the new member's name. Oh, wait. I did the G team. Okay. I'm going to have to see if I can change the name of the character. If not, I'm going to have to remake that paladin. So, what did I call her? boy. Girl's name begins with a G. We'll call her Greta. I don't think I can rename it. Oh, that's sad. Alright, well, we're going to have to redo David. So, we're going to remove David, and we're going to create David again. Male, dwarf, paladin, and we have to roll till we get decent numbers again. Closer. Oh, I just missed one. It's really good. There, we'll take this one. So he's got 18 and 16 Constitution, 13 Dex. He's a couple hit points short, but that's okay. We'll take it. And take that picture, and we're going to call him Gregory. Well, how about just Gregor? Gregor. How's that? Okay, so we've got Greta and Gregor. Let's create another member. Now we need to... This is our third fighter. And I don't know... I'm in a toss-up between a hunter and a monk. I have not played the monk, so I thought I would take a human monk. From what I understand, he gets multiple attacks and things, so I think he's going to want to have a fairly high dex, con, and strength, since he's a fighter. So I'm going to have to re-roll till I get a little better numbers, I think. Constitution's good, strength's good. Dex is a little low. Constitution's a bit low there. Kind of like that number. Oh gosh, come on. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not as good as I'd like. One of the things you can do here is if you go into this manual, down here it tells you what your base abilities are, what the minimums are, you're dead and anything. As you can see, the humans are kind of base, they're kind of blasé. Dexterity and Constitution minimums are 8, so you're not going to get much higher than what I'm getting here. What do you think? Should I keep going? I don't have anybody to give me an opinion, so I'm going to keep going. 17, 14, and a 13. Close, but not such a good Constitution. Very low Dexterity. I really want him to swing early. Getting a little better numbers. How about 15, 12, 15? I think we'll go with that. Dexterity's still a little bit slow. Hopefully we'll get some when we go up in our levels, because I know you get points as you go up levels. I don't like that. Why can't you just give me the numbers I want? Okay, we're going to go with this, because I got a really high hit points. Constitution's a little low for hit points for fighters, but hopefully we'll pick some up. The Dexterity being at 15 means you can strike first, and Strength's not bad. And you will pick up points as you go along. When we get up our first level, I will show you what I'm talking about. What do we call this guy? Now this is one where I do like to take a different monk picture, because... there's some much better monks floating around in here. Like this one. So I kind of like different kinds of monks. We're going to take that one. Now, this guy's name going to be, oh, we're going to call him George. George the monk. Okay. Create a new member. This is going to be a female. This is going to be a half-elf. And this is going to be our bard. I'm partial to female half-elf bards. Don't know why, just me. That's not bad for a start. I think I'm just going to keep this. She's got double-digit constitution, double-digit dexterity, 14 dexterity, and 13 strength. And a really good luck score, too, which, you know, unaffect helps you in all sorts of different places. They don't really need intelligence because they're not casting spells, they're singing. So I could try to make them a little better, but again, I have 28 hit points to start with. I think I'm going to take this one. And this one is going to, we're just going to keep the picture for now. New member's name. Female G name. How about Gladys? As in Gladys in the Pips. I don't know if that's how it's spelled, but that's what I'm going to call it. So you notice our monk's dexterity is actually giving him a -1 to his armor class already, whereas all the others, their dex isn't high enough to make the armor class better. So you want to get high dex for extra armor points. Something to remember. Next up, we need to create our rogue. Do we want to make a female? I think I'm going to make a female hobbit rogue. Now, this is one I do want to have a high dexterity in. Because they're basically, since they're not in the front four, who are the people who always get into melee, I want them to be able to fire arrows early in the round. That's not bad. What do you think, guys? Don't know if I can get much better than that. I think we'll take this. No. Yes, no, yes, no. What do I do? No, just keep going. Oh, no, we'll take this. We're taking this. It has a horrible strength bonus. Constitution's in double digits. Your dexterity is 18, which means you're at the top of the list. You're going to be going just as fast as most of the fastest monsters. We're going to take that. We're going to keep the picture. And now we need G name for a female. How about GG? GG the thief. Oh. Well, we could go. Gloria. No, Gloria's going to be our sorceress. We will go GG. GG the thief. The rogue. Okay. Now we got to create our last two. We'll go ahead and take the female elf, and we're going to make them a conjurer. Very low dexterity. You want your magic users to have high dexterity. The intelligence and dexterity are the most important, and the third most important is constitution and spell points, of course. So we're just going to re-roll until we get at least high dex. High dex and high intelligence. That's pretty good. You've got 22 spell points and 16 intelligence, which will get you extras. And the dexterity of 14 almost gets you... I really want them to have a better dexterity, but I think... Yeah, let's see if I can get it. I'm greedy, so I'm going to roll. This might have been a mistake. That might have been the best I'm going to get. Oh, I need a higher intelligence, though. I want that dexterity of 16, but I want like an intelligence of 15. Two 15s would be very nice. I'd be happy to take that. 16s won't come with each other. There, we're going to take that one. Even though I have very low constitution, so I don't have a lot of hit points. Very low on hit points. Constitution will go up in time. Intelligence gives me extra bonus points, and Dexterity gives me, lets me go faster, which is important for casting spells. You want them to go off before the monsters can do things. So accept the character, go ahead and keep the picture, and this is going to be Gloria. Oops. Gloria the Conqueror. And now for our last member. Now, normally they say keep a slot open for things you can summon to join you, or monsters will join you. I prefer to have 7 slots because then the doppelgangers can't get to you either. So I'm going to create one more. This is going to be a male. And I'm going to use. I hate to use them, but I will use the gnome because they have terrible constitution. They just are terrible. And he's going to become a mage. Really great intelligence, but not good enough, I don't think, in the dexterity. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to try again. I want to be a magician. Reroll. Not too bad. He's got pretty good hit points to start with, but lots of spell points. Alright, he's a little bit off on the dexterity, but he starts with a lot of spell points, and he has a 17 intelligence, which is pretty good. I don't think I could get a high dex and an 18 intelligence. Do you? Should we try? Nobody to answer me, so I'm going to try. I'm greedy. Well, we just gotta keep rolling dice here. Bing. Come on. Back that number I had. Should have kept that first one. It was the best that I've seen so far. Boy, I don't know why I'm getting all these strength things. Strength shouldn't be a... Gnomes don't have a high strength. Do they? Where's the base racial abilities? I guess they have a 9. Their base is a 10 for intelligence, which is why I took them for a magic user. But I'm not getting very good dex, and I'm getting ridiculous strength numbers. It's really bizarre. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna stop here. I have a 17 intelligence. I'm one short of what I'd like to be in my dexterity, but don't think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna hope that I get it when I go up a level. Okay, and we'll just keep the picture. And this one is going to be what do we call this gnome? We need a G name. How about Gabe? We're going to call the gnome Gabe. So the name, Gabe, the magician. And we're ready. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and enter the city. First thing we're going to do is save this. Oh. I'm in a special event. Oh, would I like a quick tutorial of the game controls before I proceed? I know the game controls. If you're playing this game for the first time, or in the first time for many, many moons, like I am, I did go through that. I'm not going to go through that right now. What I'm going to do is I am going to get in here, and I'm going to try and get stuff on my people. They need chainmail. Let's go ahead and give them a broadsword. All right, chainmail, right? Gauntlets, right? Give them a broadsword. Let's go on to, do I have a helmet? Oh, and I have a helmet. So equip that. I'm going to go on to Gregor. He's going to get a chainmail, gauntlets, halberd, and a helmet. George, the monk, he's only allowed to wear chainmail. He can wear a helmet. Can you take a buckler? And give him a war axe. Okay, Gladys is going to go with leather armor, leather gloves, a fire horn, because that's her thing. She'll use the mace because she's in the front line. Ooh, I have tower shields. Tower shields, tower shields. Let's get up here, Greta. I didn't realize you had tower shields. She can use a tower shield. Gregor can use a tower shield. Where is it? So they're down to nice 3 armor classes. George cannot use a tower shield, I don't think. Nope, monks aren't allowed to use tower shields. Gladys could, but if they do that, then they... Oh, that's instrument, so they can actually use a tower shield as well. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, get the best armor class we can on our bard. Now we're down to Gigi, who doesn't really have a lot going for them. They're going to go ahead and take leather gloves and the dagger. Gloria will just be in ropes. These are spellcasters, they don't know. And just because he's holding a staff, we're going to give the staff to Gabe. Okay. So now everybody's equipped. Now the first thing you got to do is go to your bard, go to your song list. There's lots of things, you know, help you heal wounds, do more damage, protect from magic, produce light when you're wandering around, slow down your enemies, make them do less damage. The most important one I found early on in the game here, and there's my weird noise in the background, excuse me. This gives me, notice my arm class all went up for all sorts of people. So this shield, it'll last for like 600 minutes, so you can do that. First building you go into is right across the street, and you get to see all the credits for the game, which is kind of nice. It's just built right into the game. So, since they always tell you to explore every building, guess what? You explore a building, and you find the credits. And a lot of these buildings are going to be empty. Oops, can't go in that building. It's not facing my way. What's in here? And you will see this a lot. Searching the room, you discover some parchment from the Adventurers Guild handbook. It reads, there's dungeons deep underneath Skara Brae, sewers, catacombs, and the castle, and more, each more dangerous than the one before. So, and we'll give you notes. Now, one of the things nice about the interface is this little bar over here. You can say, where the heck am I? It'll tell you, you're in an alleyway facing south. It's now new. You can cast a spell from people. You can play a song with the bard. You can use an item. You can go in the dungeons. I guess there's portals that take you up and take you down. I know if you run across stairs, it just says, do you wish to take them? Uh-oh. We're going to have a fight. We're going to have 3 mercenaries that are going to attack us. So we're going to attack with our front 3 people. Do you think we can handle mercenaries without using the item? I think we're going to try to do that. Now, the rogue is too far away, so he has to hide in shadows. And I'm not going to cast any spells with the starting people because Gloria has very, very few spell points. I didn't realize I had that few. So he hit Gladys. See, they tend to hit the weakest one in the front or the one who's the most dangerous to them. That's how they decide what to attack. We're going to have Gladys defend. We're going to have everybody defend. Let the front 3 fighters take care of this. See? And we we got 94 experience points for everybody, and I've got 237 gold pieces. So that's one thing nice about this game. The monsters are all rich, and you get money all the time. You will be spending it, trust me, but you get money all the time. Skeletons. We'll fight. She's hurt, but I think she can swing once. He's going to have to hide in shadows, and again, I'm going to save my spell points. Oh. These things are nasty. Okay, I'm going to have to cast a spell this time. He's going to attack. The bard is going to use the fire horn. The thief is going to try to hide again. Gloria defends, and Gabe casts Quick Fix because that's a healing spell. He's going to cast it on Greta because they're way down. They got hit really bad. Okay, so away we go. There's a scrap of parchment on the Adventure Guild handbook. Be prepared to die a lot with level 1 and 2 characters, especially at night, especially when you don't have any weapons and are just walking to Garth's shop. It might even be a good idea to stay close to a temple at night so you can quickly heal any wounds. Oh, okay. Keep that in mind. 2 magicians. Wow. Monsters are everywhere. Found an arrow. Now we just need to find a bow. 20 experience points. Again, they all have like double-digit gold pieces. I don't think I've ever seen a monster come up with single-digit. And now we fight 3 kobolds. This is getting ridiculous. There's still one left. So what I did is I fought with the front 3 big fighters, and I had everybody else defend since there's only one guy. If he gets off his... Whoops. No, I don't want to do this. Attack. Defend. And yes. Oh, we found a war axe. Another axe. Cool. I'm just trying to get out of the building. Okay. I need to go find a temple. What's there? 3 orcs. Oh dear. We'll save the spells points for later. And okay, I see glad you got to check your people. When they're down that many hit points, you're going to need to cast that spell again. Notice that as you walk around, your spells regenerate during the day. At nighttime, that won't happen. That's when you have to find that guy that regenerates your stuff. So we're going to attack with the front 3, defend with the next 3, and then he's going to cast that Quick Fix, because he's the only one that's got a healing spell right now. On, who's that? Gladys? Gladys, 4. Okay, and away we go. Again, another little bit of experience and space. Now, we can check on our people. We need to get to like 1,000 experience points, and we're a quarter of the way there, and we haven't even gotten to Garth's shop yet. So, things go pretty quick here, early on. I'm just kind of checking out all of the buildings. Because there's clues in these buildings. Oh, can't go there. Can't go there. You can go into this one. Nothing in that one. Where are we at? Oh, I was talking about these features. So you've got these things. This is if you have a bad guy in your party, somebody in your party that joins you and decides to become mean and nasty and attack you, then you click on this and you do a whole party attack thing. This lets you rearrange the party order. This is toggle the minimap and toggle the journal. So if you toggle the minimap, it will take that map off your screen if you don't. If you're, played the game 150 times, you can take that little minimap off the screen and just run around the thing knowing where you're at. Me, I can't remember. So I leave it on. And then this is the journal. The journal will show you where you've been. So you'll be like, oh, look at all these places that I've been in or not been. The dark and gray ones means I've actually been in them, and it'll tell me what they are. These other things is unexplored. Okay? So I'm just trying to clear out my south here, see what's down here. Searching your room. Avoid traps. Higher level rogues are excellent at opening chests, but when in doubt, use the trap set spell. Okay? So leave this building. Can't go into this building. Can I go into this building? Can't go into that building either. I guess I gotta go around the street, huh? Alright. Oh, we found a buckler. Just walked into a room and look, there's a buckler on the floor. Let's take it. That's lucky that time. And we found another buckler. Okay. Ah, a building. And there's nothing in it. What's this? This is the temple, isn't it? Ah, yes. We can heal here. Kind of expensive, but okay. And then we get out. Three gnomes. Again, I'm going to save my spell points for the... Oh, I found a leather armor. Oh, no, that's kind of important. Another scratch, but these hints are all over the place. That's why you have to go into all these buildings to find them all. Manage your spell points carefully. Don't waste a spell if you can accomplish the same thing without magic. Torches, for example, often work well as magic light spells. On the other hand, don't be shy about using magic in combat. When in doubt, blast them with magic. Okay? But the one thing I do know, has on leather armor. What glass have on? Leather armor, leather gloves. GG has on. Oh, GG does not have leather armor on, so I'm going to go ahead and put leather armor on them. Get them up their armor class a little bit. I don't think it's going to help, but if for some reason they should get shoved to the front through some magical means or whatever, at least they can semi-defend themselves. They can use a buckler too. Can George use a buckler? Yeah. And he is. Well, GG can use a buckler if they want. I'm not going to do it because I want to be used to them not having anything in their offhand because I'm going to give them a bow if I can find it. So let's get out of here. Let's go check them out. Ah, more kobolds. Let's fight kobolds. Again, there's no magic users. He's not doing very well on hiding in shadows. Okay. Go down the street here. Look at that building. I don't think I want to attack that yet. I'm just paltry little one. Big nasty statue does not look like a good thing to do. Can't go into that building. Okay, oh, buildings we didn't go into. We found another buckler. What is this with bucklers? Everybody's just leaving bucklers lying around. Why don't you leave me some decent stuff? Found a torch. See, there it is. Search the room, you discover some parchment block. There are magic mouths that give hints. Search every map on every maze. Every map square on every maze. There are magic mouths thing. They give hints. There are a lot of there are one-of-a-kind magic items and spell regeneration zone. Good maps will show you logical spots for secret doors and secret rooms too. Okay. Now the other thing that's nice is when you're in this journal, you go and you hover over this. Says, oh, that's the adventure guild. Oh, that's this message. That's this message. Okay. That's this message. And so on. So you don't have to try and write it all down and remember it. The messages will stay there for you. So the one thing it doesn't let you do is move while you're in the journal. You actually have to go out into the world and move around. I think there was a room here, wasn't there? Yes. Nothing in the building. That's annoying. Well, I've got 2,800. So far we haven't run into too much bad stuff. Oh, we found another leather armor, which we can't use. Two nomads. Well, let's fight. Attack, 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 attack. Hide. Let's have Gloria cast her arc fire, just so you guys can see what it does on the nomads. Do I have anybody? George is down a couple of hit points. I think I'll save my spell in case somebody's really hurt. Right? Save my healing spell. And then forward we go.
No! No!
Nobody's really hurt. So we can go fight, fight, fight. Attack, attack, attack. Defend, 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 defend. Yes. Yeah, I didn't think there was much left right. And again, a big chunk of money. Now we're over 3,000 gold pieces. 34 experience points. That's pretty good. Three mad dogs. That doesn't sound good. I am going to go ahead and use this fire horn on those things. They're not as strong as I thought they were. And we found a dagger. Money is cranking up. Where are we at on our experience? Oh, we're about 40% of the way there. This is just bouncing around to these few little buildings that are right in front of us, kind of thing. We haven't strayed very far. Right? We haven't really gone that far from our home base. Let's go up this way. Oh, we got exit. Oh, magicians. But they're right on top of us, so we're just going to attack the bejeebers out of them. She's going to go ahead and cast her arc fire, and he's going to... I'm going to go ahead and cast the quick fix on George, just to get everybody back up to max. The magicians didn't get off any swings. And then we have another little note from the Adventurers Guild Handbook. There are no cursed or bad items, which means you don't have to worry about if you pick something up that's going to bite you, kind of thing. Doesn't even let me read my message. Okay, from the Adventurers Guild Handbook. By the way, the tavern on Rackheer Street is the only tavern that serves wine, and that wine goes down easily. You may wish to drop by to wet the whistle of your bard. Good luck. That sounds ominous. With go down in quotes, could that be maybe take us into a dungeon of some sort? Where the heck am I anyway? I still have a bunch of things I didn't explore back here and here. So maybe I'll come down and clear these out, and then I'll go into Roscoe's, or whoever this is, Garth's shop, and see if I can upgrade myself. Okay, so let's go do that. Oh, look, gates. Stand before an iron gate beyond which stands Kylerian's Tower to the east. Okay, don't want to go there. I guess. What's this? Oh, buildings. Don't venture too far into any dungeon without your maximum spell hit points. A good rule is to leave a dungeon when you're down to 1/4 of your maximum spell points. I personally start leaving somewhere between 50% and 1/3 of my maximum spell points, because you still have to get out. Now, you get up to really high level, I guess there's a spell that lets you, like, teleport from spot to spot in the dungeon, and then you just need to make sure you have enough points to do the teleports. But I tend to leave early rather than late. Just join me. So this is going to be a lonely playback. Okay, traps, second sight, and sorcerer sight spells all identify traps within 30 feet. Traps app disarms all traps within 30 feet. So that's a good thing to keep in mind, is that you have those abilities to find them and make them not be bad. Finding a lot of leather armor. Ah, look, what's that? Oh, it's a bar. Well, let's have our bard. Go up to the bar. Let's order a drink. Let's go for mead. Okay. Buy a wineskin. What is that? If you buy a wineskin, it's 5 golds per serve. The wineskin can hold up to 10 serves. So let's spend 50 gold pieces, because I think that each wineskin serve is like ordering a drink in a bar. Right? Let's leave the bar. Oh no. Let's go back. Let's talk to the barkeep. Right? Let's give him 100 gold. See what he says. The stone golem has been spoken of twofold. Barkeep smile. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Leave. Let's exit the tavern, and then my bard is going to go ahead and equip they've upgraded the thing to allow us to have the first book. Interesting. Normally you don't get the container in the first book. It doesn't come to like the second or third book. Our third book, I think, that you actually get to do that. So, let's see, my mace does 1 to 8. It says I can use a war axe. Which does 2 to 8. Why don't I go ahead and take the war axe instead of the mace? And the torch, I'm just going to have Greta equip the torch, because that's a light source. The torch is an item, so you're allowed to carry an item, so... I have a lot of things that I can't really use. What's Gigi? Gigi has a dagger. Probably a mace does more damage, doesn't it? Yeah. We might as well go ahead and give them the mace, because that does more damage. And then Gloria, poor Gloria, has no weapon at all, so let's give her a dagger. Okay, so let's get out of here. Got some people with their stuff on. What's this? Oh, we don't have anybody that's ready to do that, so we can just exit. Building. Building. Many of the undead monsters are capable of draining experience levels, turning characters old and gray, or even turning characters to stone. Treat the undead with great respect. In other words, kill them quickly. Okay. Wandering creature offers during your party. You can allow it to join, fight, or leave it. If you do the allow it to join, it's going to give you a message saying you have no space in your party for another monster. Next time you are at the Adventure Guild, you should leave a slot free for monsters to join. Okay, I could fight it, which is not usually a good idea. And I can just leave it in peace, which is what I usually do. So, undead monsters are nasty. Now we know. I found another leather armor. I'm going to have to go to Roscoe's and sell these things. Or Garth's. Cobalt. Seriously? One cobalt. One cobalt had 179 gold pieces on it. That's just silly. I'm sorry, that's just silly. That one cobalt would have 179. 3 doors. That sounds ominous. Oh boy, they do some serious damage, didn't they? Okay, we're going to all attack. Just going to cast the arc fire. Probably should have done that last turn. Might have helped on the dwarf. And then this guy's going to cast the quick fix on Gregor, because he's the one that got hit. Now we're close to. Ooh, what's that? Haha. Looky looky. These are temples, I'll bet. Oh, yes they are. So I can heal the entire party for 40 gold. I think I will. Just get everybody up to full. It cost me very much. I still have 4,700 gold. Plus I have 25% of my items are now filled up. Oh, wow, it's a whole temple. It's a whole, like, grounds of temples. Isn't that cool? And what I did that for is just to get this all considered explored, so that if there was anything weird there. Because like this, you can't really do anything to the mountain, to the monument. You go there and it just says ouch. So you're like, okay, well, whatever that's supposed to be for, I don't know. Maybe sometime later it'll tell me. I'm going to check these buildings. Ah, 3 mercenaries. Attack, 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 hide, defend, defend.
No!
Still two of them left, huh? Ooh, we found a short sword. Look, we didn't find the leather armor. Isn't that great? How many leather armors have we found? We put one on the thief, so we found 3 bucklers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We found 6 leather armors, of which we could use exactly 1. Now we have a short sword, which doesn't do much better than mace. I find it hilarious that it's like 3 bucklers, 6 leather armors. It's like, yeah, people just keep shedding their leather armor. It means that all my monsters must be running around in chainmail or something. In the building. Can't get into that building, so we'll go north. One magician. One magician had 154 gold pieces on him. Not getting a lot of experience out of this, but I am getting rich. Good grief, I have 5,500 gold pieces.
No! No!
Got him again before he got me. What's that? Oh, this is Roscoe's Energy Emporium. I don't have any spell points I need regenerated. I don't think I have any. Ooh, I don't actually know what the fire horn does. Very expensive, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. It has a range of 20. It does 16 to 64. So I don't have to wait till they're right on top of me. I can actually use it when they're up to 1 rank away from me. Okay. 2 nomads.
No!
Okay. Before I go off exploring some more, I'm going to run down here to this temple. Is this one any different? Yeah, I'll pay 95 to get all my hit points back. So, okay. I've been going at about an hour, and I still have not quite... I want to get us to... I've got to get out of the temple. I've got to get about 400 more experience points to get us to, like, level up. Oh, there. I'm going to have him cast the quick fix. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to cast the quick fix on, who is it? Gregor's down? Gregor's down a few hit points. lots of money, but not very many experience points out of this stuff. Let's fight this. Barbarian hit me. Oh, they're tougher than I thought. So Greta got really banged up. So attack, 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 attack. They're going to cast their arc fire again, and then A. He's going to cast Quick Fix on Greta. Nice thing about this is after you've picked all those things, you can look and make sure that what you picked is what you want to do. Okay? Now the other thing, notice the last monster was killed before Gloria could get off her spell. So she doesn't actually waste the spell points to get off her spell. They're smart enough to say, oh, don't need to cast that. This is where it becomes, this is the grind aspect of the game, where you just have to go into every one of these buildings to see what you find. I mean, a lot of the monsters you're meeting here are not very challenging. So you're just kind of like trying to find anything and everything to make sure that you don't miss. Okay, now go to the journal and double check, and it's like, yeah, I pretty much got a lot of these buildings under control here. So let's go down this alleyway here. Oh, look, a building. Here's another. Oops, went too far. 3 skeletons. Now I remember these. These were nasty the last time. So we're going to have these guys attack. We're going to have them go ahead and use their fire horn on these. He'll hide in shadows, and these two will defend. And away we go. Did I miss a door? I missed a door. 3 mad dogs. I'm lazy. Quick fix. Who's down the most? Probably George. Let's cast it on George. 3. Oh, how close are we getting now? I haven't been keeping track. Oh, 120 more. Several more of these, unfortunately. Another buckler. The place is littered with bucklers and leather armor. I think it's hilarious. three nomads. These guys were nasty last time, so we're going to attack, attack, attack. Going to use the fire horn. He's going to hide in case they survive. They're going to cast their arc fire on the three nomads. And I'm going to cast a quick fix on Gregor this time. George got hit really hard. So did Gregor. Another leather armor. Look! We have some people that went up. Oh, George is a fighter that goes up quicker? Oh, the monks go up the same way that the... Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Cool. Well, I still only need, like, 70 points or so to get everybody up. So I think I will go ahead and not try and seek out a way to go up level yet. Besides which, it's night. They aren't open. And now because it's... Now because it's nighttime, we don't have any more spell points regenerating. Sorcerers are a nasty bunch. So you want to take them down as fast as possible. They are the level above the conjurer and the magic user, the mage. They're the next level up, so they have better attacks. So we go at them with the whole thing, and then Gabe will cast a quick fix on probably George because he's got the least amount of armor class. Okay, let's go. Okay, we got him out quickly. And now everybody from those experience points, everybody gets to go up. So that's where I wanted to get in this stream. So now we're going to get back out of the house. Let's go just finish off this house. So you got the review board, you need to visit third board, new levels and spells. Yeah, we know that. Okay. Now I need to go find me them temples. Where are those temples? Oh no! 3 magicians. We must fight them. Attack, attack, attack. Use the fire horn. Hide in the shadows. Cast your arc fire. And on the A's and cast your quick fix on Greta. What is that place? Oh, it's a bank. Okay. Nice to know. How do we get out of here? Three barbarians and 3 magicians. Uh-oh. We could be in trouble here. Oh my, Gladys is in a world of hurt. She's going to defend. GG. Will attack. Cast arc fire on the barbarians. Cast quick fix on Gladys. 4. think I need to get out of here somehow. How did I get in here? I came in this way? Oh, this is how I came in. Oh, I don't want to go in there. Went too far. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. I see the little hands, so I'm trying to get down to them because they are my healing. And I could go in here and I'm only down to 5 spell points apiece. I'm going to go in here and restore. It's going to be expensive. It's only 240 gold. That's not bad. They told me it was going to be super expensive. I mean, I've got 8,000 gold pieces still left. I was not expecting it to be that cheap. Okay, do I have any items that he can know? So we're just out. Go this way, down, down. Ah! Very bad for me. Fight, attack, A, attack, A, attack, A. I don't trust Jade Monks. Use the fire horn on A. Hide in shadows. Can't cast anything. I'm going to defend and defend. Yes. Ooh, a mithril sword. Cool. But I want to get everybody up to their full hit points. I'm gonna go over here. It's this way, right? North, here, south. And we're ready to go in. Double check. Yeah, we pretty much scoured this side of the city. I need to go down this street. And maybe up around here. Can't get in there, there's gates. Have to go over here. And over here. Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to... This is the G team, huh? So we're going to go into here. We're going to save to the G team. So we're going to call this the G team. And then we're going to go into here. This is the fastest way to get to daylight. Now we're going to enter the city. Of course, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have guys sing for Traveler's Tune to make our armor classes all ridiculously good. Now we're going to go up here to Roscoe's, or to Garth's. And we're gonna sell some stuff. We don't need a dagger. Short sword's as good as a mace, so we don't need that. Nobody can use the bucklers. We already have all the people in leather armor that need to be in leather armor. So we're just going to keep the torch, the arrows, and the mithril sword. Okay. Now, we have a ton of money. So we're going to go to buy. And I could give them the mithril sword. But I can upgrade my armor to plate armor. Okay. Gregor can also wear plate armor, so get that. George can't go higher than Shane, so he's stuck. Gladys can get scale armor, so we'll buy that. And now that I've done that, I'm going to go out here, I'm going to do inventory. She is going to put on the scale armor. what's the little sword do? It does 4 to 10. 4 to 10. Okay. Gregor, inventory, plate armor, equip, Greta, plate armor, equip. Okay, now we're getting ridiculous armor classes, -1s. Cute. Isn't that just wonderful? Okay, let's get... Oh, what did I just do? I gave her the mithril sword. Okay. So let's get out of here. Let's go sell stuff again. We don't need the chainmails. We don't need the broadsword. Does 2 to 8. Warrior, paladin, bard, hunter, and the monk. What's the bard using now? Ward axe does 2 to 8. So there's no difference. George is already using the war axe, so we can probably just get rid of that. Broadsword does 2 to 8. War axe does 2 to 8, but it can, if you throw it, it does a whole lot of damage. Problem is it's a one-time use. If you throw it, it's gone. But okay, we'll keep that in mind here. Let's escape. I want to sell off the leather armor and the broadsword. Okay. Is there anything better that we can get people? Gabe could buy. Doesn't have armor. Doesn't have leather gloves, so you could buy leather gloves. Gloria can buy leather gloves. That gives us a little better stuff there. GG. Has on the leather armor. Has on a helm. Well, they don't have a helmet on. Let's put a helm on them. They do have leather gloves already. Okay. Gladys. Got to check everybody out here. She's in her scale armor. She has a... Oh, she doesn't have a helmet on, so we're going to give them a helmet. She does have leather gloves already. And we don't need... We have the horn right now. We don't really need another musical instrument, or do we? Should we have an extra one in the party? I think I can come by it when the horn runs out. Ooh, that's what we need to do. We need to go back to GG. I forgot about those. Down here, longbow. And then we're gonna buy some arrows. That's cool. Now I've got them able to shoot from range. I don't think there's a whole lot left to buy here. I think we're done. Got 2 items in our inventory, which is a torch and extra arrows. We're going to have Greta, let's exit. We're going to have Greta do her inventory. She's going to go ahead and just equip the torch so that if we're out in the dark. Oh, there you have a torch. Well, how about Gregor? Him equip the torch. So now we got a couple torches. If we get into the dark like we were last night, I can turn on the torch. It might help. Oh, what did I do? I don't want to equip those. I want those to be available for the thief. Alright. So we've done that. We're going to run up here. Oops, the other way. Other way, other way, other way. Boom, 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 boom. And this is where we're going to probably end the stream, because I have not gotten too many people being concurrent with me, so it was probably a bad timing for me to do it at the time that I did it. Now, I'm going to do some spamming here, because at low level, it's really important that you get the right stats up. So I'm going to be doing a save, the G team. Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to, well, actually I'm going to exit first. Then you look at what you need. Greta has a 15 dex, 16 con, and a 17 strength. So of all the ones that they can get, they really want to get dexterity or constitution. Okay, one of those three is the most important thing for her. Gregor, he really wants to get dexterity. He already has maximum strength. Constitution's okay. He really wants to get a dexterity. George, because he's a monk, I want either constitution or dexterity. Constitution for hit points, dexterity for speed, so he gets to strike first. And I'm not sure what he gets if he goes up a level. If he starts getting multiple attacks, I might not use weapons with him anymore. So I have to see how that's going to work. I'm not sure what happens with monks as they go up level. Like I said, I haven't played them before, so I'm curious. The bard, basically, dexterity is the most important thing. She doesn't usually do a lot of hits, but she would sing songs, and I know that when she goes up a level, she gets an extra. You get like one song per level. So you get up to 3rd or 4th level, you want her dexterity to be fast so she can sing her song fast and help the party. Gigi already has a maximum dexterity, so they're looking probably for constitution or strength. Strength helps with, attacks doing damage, but since they're firing from range, they have the dexterity. You want constitution to get your hit points up. And of course, you want these things to go up. Wizards, same thing as always. Intelligence, dexterity. Intelligence, dexterity. Dexterity to cast first, intelligence to get more spell points. And same thing for Gabe. Intelligence, dexterity, intelligence, dexterity. You won't have a lot of hit points with these guys. That's fine. They're at the back of the line. Only breath weapons are going to get to them, and hopefully they will have anti-magic stuff to help them get through it. Plus, because these guys cross over in classes, they actually get more total hit dice. So they have less hit points per die, but they have more dice. I have one group where I'm like at the sorcerer wizard level kind of thing with the guys, and the magic users have almost as many hit points as the fighters. So at some point they do catch up just because they get more rolls at the hit dice than anything else. Okay, so now we kind of know what we want to get, so we're going to get out of here. Whoops, went too far. So we'll go in here, and we're just going to start at the top. Remember, Greta really wants dexterity and constitution, I think. So we're going to advance Greta. I got a dexterity, so I'm happy. Even though I only got 9 hit points, I'm happy with my thing. So I'm going to escape, exit, flip around, save. Yeah, I see. I'm going to save spam here, kids. Okay, because now Greta got a 16 dexterity. Okay, didn't get a lot of extra hit points, but 16 dexterity plus 3 to hit. That 4 to 10 is going to hit per turn, and then I think it's in a level or two they're going to get extra attacks, so they'll start hitting twice, and then it starts getting very sad for the monsters at that point. So Gregor, we definitely need dexterity on this guy in the worst way, because he's a dwarf, and that's hard to come by for dwarves. So we're going to go in and see how Gregor does. Advance Gregor. Gave me luck, so I don't like that, so I'm just going to reload. And I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to advance, and I'm going to go Gregor. And it still wants to give me hit points. It wants to give me luck. I don't want luck. So let's try and advance someone else. Let's load this, and let's go let's go advance George. There, that's good. Again, not a lot of hit points, but he did get his dexterity, which helps his armor class, as you can see. So we'll just keep going there. Again, I'm going to do my save spam here. Because George now has 16 dexterity. He needs to get his con and strength up to start doing more damage. Right now he's doing melee damage there. It's not showing him getting extra attacks yet, so it must not be right away at second level. Okay, so let's go see if we can get... Oh. That's so very frustrating. Wish they'd just let you pick like your first level. See, he just doesn't want to give me dexterity for that dwarf. Does not like giving out dexterity bonuses to dwarves. We'll try him one more time. "15 hit points is kind of nice. But I had my heart set on getting a dexterity for him. Did I do something to my stream? No. I hit some button and I don't know what it was. So we're going to advance 2. Okay, got a constitution. It's not a dex, but it is a constitution. And so now it's constitution up to 17. So even if I get another constitution, then these other 3 are the only things that can go up from then on. And sooner or later I will get some dexterity points and hit earlier in the round. But right now, 40 hit points and 17 constitution means I'm going to get even more hit points. That makes me just as good as, almost as good as Greta. So yeah, we're fine. So let's exit flip, do our save spam. Don't you just love to see somebody doing save spam? But in this game, you really want to do that because it's kind of important. The first, I'd say all the way up to 5th level, I do this to try and make sure that I'm getting one of the 3 major things I need to get for each person. Because like in this case, Gladys is next. Basically, the biggest thing that she really wants is either dexterity or constitution. Constitution for hit points, dexterity to get those songs off faster. So if I have my choice, I'd take dexterity, but they don't seem to be handing out dexterity very easily. So let's advance Gladys and see what they give us. Intelligence. Okay, it's a lot of hit points, but intelligence really doesn't help us. But that's a lot of hit points. What does Gladys have for stats? With only a constitution of 12, getting that many hit points, that's really good. I think I'm going to have to keep it. As much as I want to have them have more dexterity, keeping that number of hit points means that they can stay alive longer. Because George is very low on hit points because of his constitution, so I might actually have to move the bard ahead of George if this keeps up. Okay, so again, exit, flip, save. Now we're going to go for Gigi. Gigi can't really... her dex is maxed. So really all we're really looking for, what we'd like to see is constitution and or strength. We'll see what they give us. So by luck, it'll be intelligence. So we're going to advance. GG. I got luck. But 7 hit points isn't bad for such a low thing. And lots of other points. What do you think? Should I try it again? I'm only at 29 hit points. I'm going to try it again. I can't remember what I started at. Start at 22. Okay. Definitely don't want that. I'll take the luck and the 7 hit points. Okay. Let's go save this before I do the magic users. So, yep, this is just a bunch of nonsense here. But I thought you should see how it's done. Now we're going to go do the magic users. Let's go see what Gloria gets. She's got the least amount of spell points, so that's what I'm really looking for. 5 spell points, 3 hit points, and a strength. Strength is not any good for me, so let's go back and load. I'm going to get that few spell points and stuff I want better than strength. Okay, got a constitution. Not many hit points this time around, but did get a constitution point. So Gloria now will have constitution of 8. Not getting a lot of spell points for some reason. Maybe we'll try it again, try and see if we can get more spell points. There we go, 6 spell points. That's a little better. Only 2 hit points, but I also got an extra intelligence, which will help me get spell points down the road. So I'm done. Okay. Escape. Exit. Save this before we go do the gnome. Because I'm going to be doing the same thing there, trying to get a decent amount of spell points into our stat change for Gabe. Intelligence can only go up 1. Constitution's really miserable, but really would like to get his dexterity up to 15 so I have a better order of casting my spells. So at least we know what we're trying to do. Dexterity is the priority. We're going to advance. Number 7. Got an 18. Got my intelligence up to 18. But like no hit points. Is that good enough? What means in the future levels, I will only be able to get the other things to come up. So I'll only have 4 choices instead of 5. And 25 spell points is still pretty good. Because I cast all the heals all the time when we're in combat type stuff. So I think that's going to be okay. We're going to say that that's okay. We can't do any spell advancing because you have to be 3rd level before you get 2nd level spells and so on. So we can exit to town. We're going to do an F10. No, we're not going to do an F10. We're going to do one final save here of the G team. And there you go. So here's our crew. Our female half-orc warrior, Greta. Almost a 3rd level. Has a strength 17, constitution 16, intelligence 7, typical fighter. 16 dexterity, which means they fight quickly. They're using a magic sword, mithril sword. They have on gauntlets, plate armor, helm, mithril sword, have a torch, and a tower shield. Okay, Gregor. Gauntlets, halberd, helm, plate armor, torch and a tower shield. And his stats are 18 strength, 17 constitution. So our dwarf's a point ahead of our half-orc. He has a better intelligence, lousier luck, and much slower on the swing. He's only at 13, but then again, he's a dwarf. George is our monk. This is something that I'm going to look at if I unequip that. Unequip the chainmail. This is just an experiment to see what the monk does at second level. So barehanded, he does as much damage as he still only does one attack, but he does 2 to 8. And he's +1 to hit. So I don't think he's quite ready for prime time. He's 2 to 8 with his bare hands, and he's can wear the armor. Why did I do that? What else did he have? He had a war axe, which means he can throw a war axe if he needs to get something that's 30 feet away. He can throw the war axe one round and then just start beating on things. Does the buckler take him? I wonder if the buckler takes away his combat. Nope. Doesn't seem to take away his combat. Okay, well, we're going to have to experiment here. Oh, I keep doing that. Not done with everybody. All right, he's going to go ahead and put the war axe back in this slot. Okay. Our bard has a wineskin, so they can replenish their songs. They have a war axe, so they can throw it if they really need to. But it does 2 to 8 damage, so that's not bad. They have a tower shield, scale armor, leather gloves, helm, fire horn, until we get magical armor or something. I think that's the best they can do. So Gladys is an armor class 0, George is an armor class 0, Gregor is a -1, Greta is a -2. Gigi, our 5th in line, our thief here, is actually at a -1. They have a longbow now, and the arrows do 3 to 12. So their longbow can be fairly deadly. And if for some reason they should get into close combat, they do have a mace. So I might have to get more arrows. Not sure. Not very good on their identify items. Our identify is only 26%. Disarm traps is 24. Hide and shadows is 31. They're getting better. They do have 29 hit points. They're the second lowest. They're like in the bottom 3 for hit points. Gloria is going to be our worst. She's still using a dagger. Yeah, well, hopefully she's never going to ever get into combat. She's all about casting spells. Her spell list is very limited. I mean, a light, hit something, trap zap. Trap zap is probably the most important thing, and Sorcerer's Shield is if they somehow are going to end up in a fight, they put that up to keep them from being hit. Gabe? Oops. Gabe is our magician. He's got 25 spell points. A little bit more hit points than Gloria. He's got the maximum intelligence, so he's going to get the most spell points that he can get. And he's our healer, because his big thing is quick fix. Vorpal plating helps weapons of a party member recover a magical field, which causes them to do an additional 2 to 8 points of damage, which is nice. You're facing a lot of guys, and you can get it off quickly. But quick fix is his main go-to to keep people that get hit too badly to get them back some hit points. And with a dexterity of 14, he's not going to be able to get it off early in the round. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay? Anyway, I think we're going to call this right here. Been almost 2 hours of me grinding through all this nonsense. We got ourselves to second level. Hopefully we will go a little faster. If you do view this, I didn't have anyone actually viewing this live with me, so this is going to be almost like a recording for all of you. Please leave me comments if you'd like to see me continue to grind in the next session, which is what I'm planning on doing. Let me know, and I'll do it that way. If you're like, hey, wait until you get, like, you know, till you're going to go past that statue or something, we don't need to see you grind through the entire city. If that's the way you want to do it, I will just grind through the buildings until I get them all explored, and then we'll pick up where I'm at there. So you guys can pick and choose. Give me a vote. If I don't get any comments, I will just continue on from where I'm at right now. Oop, and I'm going to kill a hobgoblin first. Just so I can get another 10, 20 gold pieces. See? 89 gold pieces I got. Got myself a little bit closer. Okay, so I'm going to go save this right now so I get that last kill in. And then we're going to go out here and we're going to drop out to the main menu. And that's going to pretty much end our stream here. Like I said at the beginning of this, or maybe I didn't say it at the beginning of this, I don't remember now. It's been a while. I'm doing 608. Normally I do Hex and Counter Wargame videos and stream. I started to stream one game, an Unconditional Surrender game is what it's called. I'm doing that on Saturday mornings. I'm going to try to do this on Sunday mornings at about 9 o'clock. I messed up this morning. My software didn't do what I thought it was going to do, and I actually went through this the second time through for me for this game, because the first one didn't actually record anywhere, or if it did, I don't know where it went. So if you like this, let me know. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. If you really like what's going on, hit the subscribe button, and you can hit the notify button, and then you'll get notified anytime I'm going to put up a scheduled Bard's Tale thing, and then also a any comments and things that you have will help me make this better. I enjoy bouncing through this game. I think some of the things are absolutely hilarious. Like every time you face enemies, you face certain death, and you're like 5th level, and it's 1 kobold, and you're facing certain death, and you just start giggling uncontrollably because it's just so hilarious. You see one kobold running away from you because that's what they should do. In the end, as I usually sign off with my videos, I will sign off the same way here. I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe, and bye-bye.